Hey there, bosses. Welcome to another edition of Marcy K. MomBOSS, where I help you live your best BYOBoss life. And today I am excited. This is my first collab, if you will, with two amazing ladies that actually live in Canada. Like, how cool is that? I mean, I'm in Oregon, they're in Canada. We're kind of close, right?
Totally.
Nicole and Laura, how are you doing?
We're amazing.
So good. Thank you for having us.
I'm excited because COVID brought us together.
Yes. I know. Exactly.
Who would have thought?
Right?
Would we have met if we weren't all sort of in this situation? That's a good question.
That is a good question. I know. And they are from an amazing company called Slate. And one thing I love about you ladies is you have this fun slogan. Tell me your slogan about asking.
Oh.
Ask more to get more.
Yes. And the lovely Laura, she randomly messaged me and she's like, yo, you want to be on a podcast? Well, she didn't really say it like that, but I was like,
she probably did.
I probably did.
I was like, why? Or something, it was nicer than this. She's like, you're fun. And I was like, oh, okay. So, I had to do my due diligence. I stalked you ladies, looked at your website.
Good. Awesome.
Okay. And I was like, they're fun too. And I heard you're saying that one that you just said, Nicole, about, ask and you never know. And I thought, hey, she asked, you never know.
That's right.
We're excited. Yes.
Yeah,
thank you.
I have spent my lifetime asking for what I want. Every job I've ever had, I went and asked for. Mm-hmm. I always say, if you sell yourself to get out of bed, why stop there? Keep going,
Totally.
Just go for it. And that was one of the things when I was looking at your stuff and what you were putting out there, I thought this lady boss is fun and she knows what's going on and she's got some pretty cool things happening and I want to know her. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to ask.
There you go.
And here we are.
Here we are, right? And that's one thing I love is you never know what connections are going to lead you where. I really have a belief that if you just start taking those steps, you're going to find your path and you just have to have faith and that fearlessness of doing it. And you can't really go wrong, right? You might have a stumbling block or something might try and knock you down, but if you keep going, it can't help but be awesome.
Oh yeah, I've definitely fallen in a few potholes along the way. But you can always crawl yourself out, shake it off and keep going.
Especially in business. Especially in business.
Yes.
Entrepreneurship is hard. So you have to figure out how to be accountable and pick yourself up again and try to stay positive. There's too much negativity right now. We got to try and stay positive.
I know. And I'm just going to say this because that's what I do, is before we hit record, I was telling these ladies who again are in Canada and I'm in Oregon. I said, y'all must feel like you're in an apartment above a meth lab right now with what's happening in this world.
That said that.
I know. And not to make light of anything, but it's just crazy right now. And so I love that we have the ability to connect and use this platform to continue to help give hope and love and light to other entrepreneurs that are trying to make it. So I just want to kind of ask you guys, let you help explain what you do, because I really think we have a very similar connection with planning, with time management, with entrepreneurs. So I love to hear about what you guys do to help the same audience that we have, right?
Yeah.
Sure. Laura, take it away. You go first.
Well, we've always been about education. And we consider ourselves a social enterprise. We try to get education to everyone in the world so that they can be part of the conversation. And I have to say, I feel so proud to be living in a time like today where the world is actually speaking and listening to itself, the people, and that they're creating this energy around the globe that is going to make it a better place to live for everyone. So I feel fortunate that we're in a time right now to break the cycle of what was of the past. So I would just want to start with that and say, I think we're all really lucky to be here and experience what we're experiencing. As awful as it feels, I think it is going to be so rewarding in the end. And that's life in the best of times.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
So Bear Slate was actually originally started way back in 2007. We started recording professors at the University of Toronto with their lectures and burning them on the DVDs, so that people could watch the lectures that couldn't attend them live. So we've always been about that education space. The name itself, we believe that, you can start off with nothing, so like a bare slate. And really, with the right support and the right education and the right learning, you can create something amazing. And every day.
Yes.
Every day. Because I also believe, and we believe, that you don't have to go it alone. There are a lot of people in the world that want to be with you, want to share with you, and want to grow with you. You just have to ask them to be there with you.
Yeah.
And really, that is the foundation of our company. We love having conversations, and we love being lady bosses, and we love supporting lady bosses.
Mm-hmm.
And we believe that education is so important, and it's not the traditional education we talk about. We talk about time management. We talk about managing stress.
Familiar to your audience.
We talk about attitudes. We talk about teamwork. We teach and train how to have a successful team that actually knows how to communicate.
Yes.
We help people understand how to have a healthy conversation. And to us, it's so very important that people have the opportunity to learn that. So that really sums up what Bear Slate is about. We have 2 podcasts. One is called Get More, which is really about the education piece. It talks to our formulas for success, so how to navigate time and how to be successful in managing time. And then we have the second podcast, which is the Ask More, Get More, which is conversations with thought leaders like yourself, to help share things that you've learned in your lifetime. So that really sums up us.
Yes.
And we love each other. We love everybody, and we love our team. And we just love.
We just like to see people succeed. No matter if it's in business, if it's in learning something new, developing a new skill, getting their voice out there, we just look at that and go, yes, 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 yes. How can we help them do that a little bit more? So
I love that.
That's our space.
Yeah. I love that. And we really are connected in such an awesome way. I have a Facebook group that's called BYOBoss Life. Hello. I mean, that's and I ask questions before getting in the group. And one of the questions I ask is, what are you looking to grow or to build or to learn in this group? And the number 1 and the number 2 requests are time management and planning. Like, it really is.
Yeah.
So, makes sense.
Right? And so tell me, what are some things that and advice that you give to your clients to help with that time management and that planning?
Well, in our course, we do have a time management course that's online that we offer to individuals. And there's a wonderful formula. Laura alluded to the fact that we have formulas for everything. Laura is a simplifier, which means she'll take this idea that's this big and go, oh, do these 4 things. That's the whole idea, which is super cool. So for that, we have sort of a formula for it. But I think at the end of the day as well, we just recognize that some things work for some people, some tips, tricks, and hacks work for others. I mean, okay, let's be real. I have 0 children. Marcy has 7. Laura has 2. What works in your house might need to be adjusted for mine, which means adjusted for Laura. So I think fundamentally, when it comes to time management, just recognize you need to do what works for you, for your house, for your family, for your relationships, right? But there's some foundations. Write it down. Don't try to remember it. Write it down. In your planner somewhere, write it down so that you're not trying to remember every bit of your life, right? For me, that's the main thing, is like it needs to be recorded somewhere. Laura, I don't know if you want to chime in there.
Yeah, I mean, the formula that we have for time management, because it's so true, Nicole. Like, I simplify it. That's what I do. And I feel like, and when you get stuck in something, there's often one specific category that's holding you back. So if you want to effectively manage your time, you first need to understand, what are you trying to achieve? What's your goal? right? So we know that if you don't know your goal, you'll never get the time. You'll never be able to achieve it if you don't know what it is. Yes. The second thing is, how do I prioritize the actions to actually achieve my goal? What are they? So how do I know what I need to do to get my goal? And again, like Nicole said, you have to write it down. You have to write down your goal. You have to write down the steps to get to your goal. And then you have to be accountable to it. So things just don't happen because you wish them to be. Things happen because you know where you're going, you've prioritized what you need to do, and you have a way of checking to actually follow through on it. So did I actually get it done? And then the last category is your environment. Like if you're trying
Which is harder right now, but still doable.
But if you're trying to write something that is going to require a lot of your attention, and you're trying to do it with 7 kids jumping over you,
in the middle of the living room,
it's not going to happen. Yeah. So you can change that environment, right? So it's often in time management. We've simplified it to the fact that if you're not being effective in managing your time, it's likely because you're falling short in one of those 4 key areas. It's either you don't have the goal, you haven't prioritized the actions, there's no way to hold yourself accountable to the actions, or you're trying to do it in an environment that will never allow you to achieve it. So that gives you an idea on what we teach. And I just simplified it in a really extensive course that we have built out with activities like doing a mind dump and things like that are helpful. But there's always a process, and there has to be a plan.
There is. And I mean, we're in sync, ladies. I'm going to point right here because I'm going to share a little link to a video. But I just did one on 90-day goals, and just what you said, Laura, all of those are in there. And one of the things that I also highly stress, and I know that this is part of you as well, is not only what are you going to do, what are you going to stop doing? Because a lot of times, right? Yes. You have only this much time in the day, and you have to stop doing something if you're going to start doing something. Yeah. And it could be just stop doing 3 hours of this, right?
Exactly.
But you have to put that down. Like, this is what I'm going to stop doing, and this is what I'm going to start doing in that time. So I love that you said that with your time management.
I'm just so glad. I'm excited that you said that, because, and especially as entrepreneurs, we all have 1,000 ideas per second. We want to do everything, and you can't do all the things, especially if you are in a relationship, you have children, you have pets, you have in-laws, you have everything. Like, you got to cut yourself some slack, give something else up so that you can do the cool thing that you want to work on. I love that you said that.
I can hear Nicole's voice saying, you can't do all the things.
You can't do all the things. Exactly.
I know. We try.
We want to.
The rest of that sentence is, you can't do all the things at the same time. You can do all the things. You just can't do it all at once.
Yeah. And if you try to do it all at once, it's not going to be that good. Everything you're doing.
Everything is just going to be okay. Nothing will be great.
Exactly.
Yeah. Who wants to just be okay?
Yeah. Not me.
No. We want to boss up.
No. Yes. So anything else that you want to give my audience here, any tips or tricks, or, definitely share your website so they can go check you out. I know you do some amazing things to help podcasters, to help entrepreneurs, even millennial entrepreneurs with growing their own businesses. So please share that.
Sure. So you can find us on, I think, pretty much every single social platform as Bear Slate. So the website is bearslate.ca, because we're in Canada.
And it's not like bear like in the
no,
it's
Canadian
bear. It's like bear naked.
Yes.
Yeah.
So BARESLATE.ca. And it's Bear Slate on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, because we're super cool. Where else are we?
Whoa.
Okay, if you want to laugh, I'm not joking. No. If you want to laugh, go to TikTok. We don't have a lot on there. Go to the very first post. You will die laughing. I kid you not. I died laughing. It's Laura. It's ridiculous, and I love it.
It's TikTok.
But what was the other question you asked? Oh, so the way we help other lady bosses, other entrepreneurs, is since the pandemic hit, we've had to sort of adjust because we used to do in-person training. Mm-hmm. Because we have experience doing our YouTube channel, the podcasts, writing, etc., we actually have started helping produce other boss podcasts. Mm-hmm. So, for example, if you're a lawyer, you want to do lawyer stuff. If you're going out and doing your own firm and you're building your own business, cool, you stick to what you know. You shouldn't have to worry about figuring out how to produce and syndicate a podcast, right? So you just come to us and you send us your audio and we make sure all the magic happens behind the scene. And it's going really well. Yeah. We think it's something exciting, and we just want to help people get their voice out.
Yeah, we love it. We love that. And if there's anyone who is a young millennial entrepreneur, or even anyone who's transitioning in their careers, we have a leadership coaching program. I call it leadership training, and it's one-on-one coaching twice a month, and then activities to do in between to help you get to where you're going. So we're always happy to help in any way we can. It's really just about getting your message out, being heard, being present, and overcoming the fear of it.
Yeah. Yes.
Like, rip it off. Just go for it. Watch my first TikTok video and you'll be fine.
Please. It's magic. I'm not kidding. It's magic.
Yeah. It's all I love the saying. I love that saying, fear has two meanings, right? You can either fear everything and run, or face everything and rise. And I have to say that to myself all the time, because I'm like, oh, this is so scary. And it's been a process for me. It's been a long process to get better and better and better. But again, you just have to do it, right? Now, I am fearful of TikTok. I will tell you that.
You won't be after you watch me. What Laura did.
Okay. I challenge you.
Okay. I'm totally going to watch that, and I'm going to laugh, and I'll have to send you a video of me just dying.
You will.
I'm going to challenge you to do your first TikTok.
There you go. Thank you for having us, Marcy. This was so much fun.
Yeah.
My kids would die if I went on TikTok.
That's why you need to do it.
Oh, believe me.
My 17-year-old would just die. I'll have to do something with him in it, and he'll just freak out. It'll be awesome.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe to Marcy K. MomBOSS. Don't forget to subscribe to Bear Slate. How do I do this? Bear Slate.
At this point, it'll catch somewhere.
I just dab and just like put everyone.
Laura likes to dab.
My kids will die for that too.
I torture mine daily.
It's so fun though, right? Isn't that the great thing about being a mom?
Yeah.
I'm like, I gotta just make you so embarrassed. And it's like I scream to my kids, I love you at high school, and they say it back. And I'm like, I didn't hurt them. I tried. They shouted I love you back. I think it embarrassed me more, but that's okay.
That's perfect.
All right, ladies, have a great one, and we'll talk soon.
Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Bye.